on you, that what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Oakland Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half.
What's good, man? What's good, YouTube? We out here to battle of the undefeated. We both got losses because it was sim losses. I mean, this is a big battle right here. The battle for the first place in AFC. Sorry for all the noise in the background. It's my fans and my AC.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Well, when you think of these two teams, two franchises, Baltimore and Oakland, Charles, what comes to mind?
Well, the ghost to the post in the late 1970s, but remember, that was the Baltimore Colts, who are now in Indianapolis. These are the Ravens, who came from Cleveland and formerly were the Browns.
They also have some history, though. The Ravens, between these two teams, won an AFC championship game in 2001. Also beat a Derek Carless Raiders 30-17 in Oakland a year ago. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On third down, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And he's got room. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
This time, Jackson will throw it toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, there in coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gone! All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Green, 39. Green, 39. Gone!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here we go. Here we go. White. 694. We're good.
On second down, Washington. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over him. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Carr now on 1st down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big time.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Great play he just made.
They'll run with Muhammad. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Now, lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. Oh, wide open. Complete.
Oh! Stupid! Stop fucking blitzing me. He's trash. I know how to, yo. I love when dudes blitz me, bro. That shit, I'm too smart, son. You can't panic. I'm reading it. He got fucking like 8 dudes at the line of scrimmage. That means it's 1-on-1 outside, and then he's in a cover 2, which is terrible. Ah, bullshit.
Just quickly here, he can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Let's go!
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
I'm trying to get paid, bro. Come on, Madden. I'm trying to get paid. I need some money.
The huddle, and there are parts parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This is Richard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Carr to throw on second down. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get set. 694. Hey, 734.
On play action, now Carr. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Carr gives to Richard. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
29. Deuce right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a handoff to Richard. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Monday down. Low. Get set. Later one. Later 9. Hey, Purdue. 24.
On first, here's Washington. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Go. team. White Monday.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Steps away to his left. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Play action. Now it's Carr. And incomplete here on third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. DAVIxx puts this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
On second down, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And escapes the sack. Now he's forced out left. He may try and run for this. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun on third down, Jackson flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So out come the Raiders. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. #3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Cliff Averill in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
6:37.
On second down, here's Carr. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin, and it's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Bryant. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Richard on the toss, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Low. 7:34.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught inside the 15.
That's my fault. I tried to bait him. I didn't think he would try to throw it deep for some weird reason, but he did. I was trying to bait him. I thought he would run an out route. He's been running out routes. That's the first time he went deep. That's my fault. He's trash. That's my fault. He would go deep when I tried to cover to it over there because I thought he was going to fucking run his little stupid out route. Lucky son of a bitch.
We are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 2nd down, Jackson, and that's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Carr trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted.
That's what I was see. That's the shit I was talking about right there. There it is. That's what I was talking about before. He was supposed to run that shit. I was already reading him, and finally he runs it. And my fucking corner picks it off. Madden be being so weird because he right there. That's what I said. That's a good call by him. He finally threw it deep, but he's been running that out route, and that's why it got picked off right there. Oh, go baby. Oh my God, if he didn't trip up. Oh, he's blitzing me, fag.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
That shit's mad corny. That shit's mad corny, that blitz he's doing. See, now he's not blitzing, but that one time he was blitzing, it was like, fuck. Let's go, baby. Give me my fucking yards back. And then I think the blitz is coming. Is the blitz coming right now? Nah.
Trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Jackson He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
Let's go. My nigga's ESD. My nigga, yo, that nigga hurts. I hope he's nice in real life because he's killing in Madden for me. He is a monster.
The catch. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Jackson gonna throw on 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Richard. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. To throw his car. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go. 7:30 to go. 8:08. 6:94. Hey, 7:34.
Carr now on first down. And an alley to run. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Carr now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw on 2nd down. Carr. This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On 1st and goal, Washington. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. C.J. Mosley. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Martavis Bryant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Leopard! Good! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Leopard! Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Check, check, 9. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go again with Muhammad. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Ravens on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
He'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
Yo, these niggas just played me.
It's away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Gone! 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 Gone!
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
Lucky 56. Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Gone! Lucky 56. Gone! Gone!
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Wow! The one time I needed him to dive, he didn't do it. Fuck, I lost. God damn it, GG. Bullshit. He's so lucky. He's so lucky. He is so lucky. Damn. Lucky right there. He is so lucky. Lucky. Ooh, that boy is lucky. Oh my God. Yo, he's lucky. He's lucky. Yo, T-Dot, he is so lucky. That was crazy, bro. The one time my niggas were diving the whole game, the one time I needed him to dive, and I pressed X and he didn't do it, and he should have dove, and Pierman was deep. That was crazy. Ah, I'm tight right now. I lost that. That motherfucker is lucky. He was so lucky. Oh my God, bro.
Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games.
Yo!
And they'll try to turn it around next week.
Oh my God!
For a matchup with the Falcons.
Boy! That was a hell of a game, though. I ain't gonna front. Oh my God, though. Damn, man.
From Baltimore, so long, everybody.